Hello students, in previous session we have studied the uh, permission blockchain use cases. Also we have studied what is permission blockchain. So in this session we have to study the challenges to design the permission blockchain, or we can say design issues while designing this permission blockchain that we have to discuss in this session. So this is the syllabus of unit 3rd. So students, we know where these permission blockchains are used. So these permission blockchains are used in industry, for industries, for a group of peoples to exchange the information. So in permission blockchain, the users, or we can say peoples are already known. Peoples are already the users are already pre-selected. Users are already predefined. Users are trusted users, and in some industrial applications, if that industry wants to use the permission blockchain for their operations, then they can form the permission blockchains, and the employees, or you can say whatever the peoples in that industry, that can become the users of the permission blockchain. So these permission blockchains are mostly used in industry. That's why we are studying these permission blockchains as a separate unit in this blockchain technology syllabus. This blockchain is a very glamorous, or you can say fascinating technology. In newspapers or in various articles, we read that the industries are moving on the blockchain, and industry gets the value because of this blockchain technology. But as this field is glamorous field, it is always there in the news. But is it easy to design a blockchain? That we have to uh, discuss. What are the challenges that are faced while designing this permission blockchains? So permission blockchains, as it seems, it is not easy uh, to provide the permission blockchain solutions. Permission blockchains are not free from challenges. There are various challenges that are faced while providing the permission blockchain solutions. In fact, implementing permission blockchain solution can be a tough task because it requires the integration of different technologies. What makes it so challenging? There are many challenges that has to go through while designing this permission blockchain uh, technologies. Few of them challenges are data storage, messaging and integration, then identity of users, how to execute the smart contracts management, and so on. So there are various challenges. These real world challenges, these design issues, we have to discuss in this unit. You can see the permission blockchain designing requires a tremendous level of technological skills. That skills what is missing in this slide. So it requires a tremendous level of technological skills. So while blockchains bring tremendous value to the established enterprise business processes, most blockchain implementations are not getting past the pilot phase. As this blockchain brings a tremendous value to the established industry, established enterprise business process, but designing the permission blockchain for particular industry, for particular enterprise is not very easy task. So there are different challenges that are faced while designing this permission blockchain. So after the initial excitement, so we are also excited. This is the new technology that we are going to study in the syllabus. We are lucky, you students, and I am also lucky that I am getting the opportunity to learn this Bitcoin technology. But learning the technology and actually implementing it is a difficult task. While when we integrate the when we design any system, any technical system, any technical project we design, we require a strong technical skills and different challenges we face when designing that system. After the initial excitement, most teams realize that implementing the permission blockchain applications at scale requires tremendous levels of technological skills and quite a bit of infrastructure building in order to integrate the new Web3 technologies into existing enterprise stacks. So we need the knowledge of Web3 technology and other technologies, and we require a sound technical knowledge to design such kind of system. So in one of the session, I said that if we are a computer engineer, so we should learn less, but we should program more. We should focus on the implementation part. If we want to success in the industry, then we should focus on the students should focus on the programming part, actual implementation part. Studying the technology and actual implementation is a difficult task. So for implementing for designing any project, it requires a lots of technical skill and different challenges we face during the design of the system. So same challenges are there in front of this permission blockchain when we design the permission blockchain. So we have to discuss these challenges one by one. So as a business, many decisions need to take when we want to move our business on the permission blockchain. We know that permission blockchain is for particular organization. If a particular organization wants to go on the permission blockchain, their operations onto the permission blockchain, then that group of peoples, peoples will form a permission blockchain, and they can use this platform to share the information among their employees. So as a business, many decisions need to be made before starting a permission network. For example, the company first needs to decide which blockchain platform to use. So we have studied the different use cases of permission blockchain in previous session. You can remind that use cases Quorum, then Coda, then Hyperledger, Fabric. So whatever the already existing platforms are there, that platforms can be used. But using that platform is not enough when we want to integrate. When we want to integrate the different technologies, then we face different challenges during the communication of these technologies. First, the company needs to decide which blockchain platform to use, and they also need to determine the blockchain runtime to use. Which blockchain they have to use runtime, that also they have to decide. And after all answers to these two questions, first question is to decide the which blockchain platform to use, and second question is to determine the runtime blockchain to use. So after all this, after all answers to these two questions, we'll give them the development stack on which the development will take place. So we will see one by one the design challenges that are faced during design of the permission blockchains. So first challenge when we want to move on the permission blockchain, the first challenge is determining the core development stack. So at the moment, already existing stacks like Hyperledger, Fabric, or we have studied the other use cases also. We have studied Quorum, Coda. So already existing stacks can be used. So at the moment, stacks like Hyperledger, Fabric, or variations of Ethereum such as Quorum, or parity or the dominant choices for permission blockchain solutions with platforms like R3 Corda and Hyperledger Sawtooth also seeing some level of attraction. So at least on paper, some technologies are coming. That technologies are very fascinating. They look very great on paper, but they have not been proven in practice yet. So such type of technologies are Dfinity and Hashgraph. This Dfinity and Hashgraph seems like a great fit for permission blockchain solutions, but they have not been proven in the practice yet. This is the first challenge, determining core development stack. Then second challenge is the core infrastructure for permission blockchain. So provisioning and maintaining on-premise blockchain networks is far from being an easy task. It is not easy task to maintain the blockchain networks, and the most permission blockchain stacks don't integrate. This permission blockchain don't integrate with the platforms like Docker and Kubernetes. So blockchain as a service platform like Azure VAS, Calido or the recent AWS offerings can really streamline the provisioning and management of blockchain networks and allow developers to focus on building the dApps instead of infrastructure. So students, these topics, whatever we are discussing, this is not from the book. I have collected this material from different sources on the internet, and when we go on the internet, they talk about the real world implementation of the blockchain. And in books, when we study any technology in the book, in that case they avoid the real world implementation, and they talk about the actual challenges, whatever the challenges, and the solutions are not discussed, just the different challenges are discussed. These are the different challenges that are faced during the design of the blockchain. So as we have collected this material from different websites with different resources, they have actually implemented this permission blockchain. They talk about the what are the solutions to different challenges also, and what are the challenges. So in that aspect we will go going to discuss. So it is not necessary for students to remember all these things. You just have to remember what are the different challenges that are faced during the design of this permission blockchain applications. Now this is the main topic that we want to discuss. What are the real challenges or design issues of permission blockchain application. So if you see these slides, I missed the word design issues. The D is for design issues. So the real challenges, or you can say design issues of permission blockchains. So selecting a blockchain platform and corresponding runtime. So we have this. There are main two challenges: selecting a blockchain platform and using the runtime blockchain. These two problems first we have to address. But any permission blockchain solution, any permission blockchain solution more sophisticated than a glorified database. So this sentence, the meaning of this sentence is that this technology is glorified, this technology is glamorous, fascinating. This is always discussed in the newspapers and various magazines. As the most of the industries are trying to go on to the blockchains. But when we actually design the permission blockchain, we will experience plenty of infrastructure challenges that are not directly addressed by the underlying platform. So these challenges we have to discuss one by one. So first challenge is integration, then second is data access, data privacy, data storage and identity. So when some question is asked in the examination, discuss the design issues of permission blockchains, or you can say explain the real world challenges faced during the design of permission blockchain. So we have to talk about this, we have to write about this 5 points that are given in the slides, that are the different challenges faced during the design of the permission blockchain. And the challenges are integration, data access, data privacy, data storage, and identity. So we will discuss this one by one. So you can see first challenge is integration. So one of the biggest challenge that a business or organization has to go through the integration challenges, especially when using the APIs for communication. So when we use the APIs for communication, at that time there are different challenges that a business or organization has to face, and that challenge is called that communication challenge is nothing but the integration challenge. When we are integrating the different technologies, then how that technologies, how that platforms will communicate with each other. So for communicating with the underlying technologies, the APIs are used. So to make it easy, there are several solutions: Rhombus, Chainlink, Oracleize. They are great tools that will help to connect and integrate services more efficiently. So this is one of the challenge. Then next challenge is data access. So permission blockchains are great for writing the information, but these permission blockchains are not great for accessing the information. So we face lots of challenges when we try to access the information from the permission blockchain. So most real world permission blockchain solutions need to interact with the data that is being recorded in the blockchain. So most of the time we have to access the data that is being recorded in the blockchain, but that data is both difficult to access and very unintelligible. So here are some protocols. That help with that challenge. There are some protocols. Using that protocols, they will use these protocols are used to access the information from the permission blockchain. So the first protocol is the graph. The graph provides a mechanism for exposing the data processed by the Ethereum smart contracts, such as GraphQL endpoints. This allows the external applications. This graph allows the external applications to query the blockchain. We can fire the query using this graph, and this allows the external applications to query blockchain data using the familiar GraphQL. QL means query language syntax. So this is one of the solution. So when we discuss in the book, such type of solutions are not discussed. We discuss only challenges, and then in the latter section they will discuss provide the solutions one by one. Then next challenge is data privacy. Many permission blockchains. So we know that where these permission blockchains are used. These permission blockchains are used for a group of peoples that are already known, that are already predefined, that are already pre-selected from any organization, and such type of peoples will come together and they will form the blockchain. So how to maintain the privacy between these users is a difficult challenge in the permission blockchain. So many permission blockchain scenarios operate in regulated industries with strong data privacy constraints, and as a result, protecting and enforcing access control on chain data is a key requirement of permission blockchain solutions. So there are some solutions for privacy, maintaining the privacy in the permission blockchain. So Quorum, the Quorum blockchain provides the native support for private transactions using a form of zero knowledge proofs. So in Quorum, in last session we have studied the Quorum. There are two types of transactions that can be processed in the Quorum: private transactions and public transactions. And by using the private transactions, we can maintain the privacy of the data in the Quorum blockchain. Then next solution is AZTEC Aztec. Aztec, the recently announced Aztec protocol, provides a solid implementation of zero knowledge privacy in Ethereum smart contracts. So there are these two solutions for data privacy: Quorum and Aztec. The next challenge while designing the permission blockchain is blockchains are not best vehicle for storing the large volume of the data. So we know the purpose of the blockchain. In blockchain, we bundle the transaction, then the block is created, and that block is inserted in the blockchain. And for inserting the block, there is a consensus mechanism. All the nodes should agree on the transactions and the new block, and if all the nodes agree through the consensus mechanism, then that block is inserted in the blockchain. So blockchain is not the best choice for storing the data. We know the applications of blockchain is a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Zcash, and it is used for different purposes for sharing the information. But blockchain is not the choice, the best choice for storing the large volume of the data. It is not uncommon for permission blockchain solutions to require external data storage, but in permission blockchains, sometimes it is needed to store the data, also to require the external data storage. We have to store the data to the external device from the blockchain, and unfortunately many of the decentralized storage solutions that work well for public blockchains are not applicable in permission blockchain scenarios. So public blockchain don't allow such kind of storing of data to the external device, and the public blockchain solutions are not applicable. So there is a need to design, to think separately how to store the data to the external data storage in the permission blockchain. So there are some solutions, BigChain DB, then IPFS private network, and AWS quantum ledger. So by using these solutions we can solve this problem of storing the data to the external storage device. Then identity. So what is identity? Identity, in permission blockchain, we know that the group of people will come together. They form the blockchain, and there are some nodes that will do the task of identifying the users, validating the users. So how to identify the user and how to join that user to the permission blockchain? That is one of the challenge in the permission blockchain. So there are different solutions for this also. So one of the main differences of permission blockchain solution is that identities of the participant in the network are relatively well known. So participants are well known. So when the network will when the node will join to the network, so we have to identify that participant. We have to see that the participant is already known. So as a result, many of the complex consensus computation protocols are not needed. So in this permission blockchain protocols, the users are already known, users are already predefined. There is no need of consensus protocols in the permission blockchain. So as a result, many of the complex consensus computation protocols are not simply needed in this permission blockchain scenario. Furthermore, most enterprises already have user directories. So most of the organizations have their directories, and in that directory there is a list of the people who are the employees of the that organization that is already known. So most of the enterprises have their directories, and that they would like to leverage in the permission blockchain solutions. So how to take these users from this directory to the permission blockchain? So for that there are different solutions. The technologies listed below are helpful to handle identity of the users in permission blockchain solutions. So there are technologies. Uport has been steadily building a series of protocols and solutions for managing the identities of the users in decentralized applications. So this is the one of the solution to address this problem of identity. And then second solution is Azure BAS. The Azure team has done a remarkable job extending the core protocols of different blockchains to leverage the Azure Active Directory identity. So these are the two solutions for this challenge. So this is one of the challenge of identifying the users in the permission blockchain network. So thanks students for watching this session. In this session we have discussed the real world challenges that are faced while designing the permission blockchains. So we have discussed different challenges, so we will stop here in today's session. In next session we will discuss the state machine replication. So thanks for watching this session. Goodbye.